Little Boat, illustrated by Patrick Benson, written by Gary Henderson. Down by the shore, where the sea meets the land, licking at the pebbles, sucking at the sand, and the wind flaps the sunshades and the ice cream man. Out shouts the seagulls, and the people come with buckets and spades and suntan lotion to play on the shore by the edge of the ocean. A little boy made himself a boat from an old piece of polystyrene plastic, with a stick for a mast and a string-tail sail, and he splashed and he played with the boat he'd made, digging it a harbor, scooping it a creek, all day long by the edge, singing, "We're unsinkable, my boat and me." Until he turned his back, and the small wind blew, and the little boat drifted away from the shore, out of his reach, across the waves, past the swimmers and airbeds, away from the beach. And the boat sailed out in the skim of the wind, past the fishermen sitting on the end of the pier, out and out, past a crab boat trailing a road of floats, and a dinghy sailing a zigzag track across the wind, out where the lighthouse beam beats by, where the sea birds wheel in the sky and dive for the silvery fish just beneath the waves. Out sailed the little boat, out and away. And it bobbed by, a tugboat chugging home from leading a liner out to sea, and it churned in the wake, still further out, of a giant tanker, as high as a house and as long as a road. On sailed the little boat, all alone, and the further it sailed, the bigger grew the ocean, until all around was sea, and not a sign of land, not a leaf, not a bird, not a sound, just the wind and the heaving, sliding, gliding, breathing water under endless sky. And hours went by, and days went by, and still the little boat sailed on, with once a glimpse of the lights from an oil rig, standing in the distance on giant's legs, and sometimes the shape of a ship, like a toy, hanging in the air at the rim of the world, or a bit of driftwood or rubbish passing, otherwise nothing, on and on. And then came a day when the sky went dark, and the seas grew uneasy and tossed about, and the wind that has whispered began to roar, and the waves grew bigger and lashed and tore and hurled great mains of spray in the air like flames in a fire. And all night long, as the seas grew rougher, the little boat danced with the wind and the weather, till the morning came, and the storm was over, and all was calm, and still, and quiet again. And then suddenly, up from underneath, with a thrust and a leap, and a mouth full of teeth, came a great fish snapping for something to eat. And it grabbed the boat and dived deep, deep, deep down to where the light grows dim in the depths of the sea, a world of fins and claws and slippery things and rocks and wrecks of ancient ships and ocean creatures no one's seen. Where finding that plastic wasn't food, the fish spat out, and the boat again, up and up it flew. Up, 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 like the flight of an arrow, towards the light, burst through the silver skin of the sea, and floated on in the calm sunshine. Then a small breeze came, and the small breeze grew, steadily pushing the boat along, and now seabirds called in the sky again, and the boat sailed near, and another, and then, in the beat of the sun and the silent air, a sound could be heard, waves breaking somewhere, and the sea swell curled, and the white surf rolled the little boat on and on towards land. And there at the shore, where the sea greets the land, licking at the pebbles, sucking at the sand, a child was standing. She stretched out her hand and picked up the boat from the waves at her feet, and all day long she splashed and she played at the edge of the sea, singing, "We're unsinkable, my boat and me."